The Ugly Duckling. A show presents by Jelly's Musikgarten. On a little farm, there lived a duck family. Mommy duck sitting on her eggs, waiting for her ducklings to hatch.
I can't wait to see my little ducklings.
There were exactly 7 eggs that are waiting to hatch. One sunny morning, the eggs began to hatch. Soon, opened the great joy of 6 little ducklings. The ducklings were trying to adapt to the new world. They are quacking and moving around with mother duck. However, the largest egg of them all was still trying to hatch.
Oh, my second egg is not yet hatched. Maybe I need to lay on it a little longer.
At last, the 7th and the largest egg was hatched. With great confusion, the little duckling started to look around. Little did she know that her mother and siblings were a bit more confused than she was. This duck in particular didn't look like its sibling. She's built much broader and with gray and white feather. The other ducklings began to laugh at her.
Ha 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 ha! What an ugly duckling you are! You look nothing like us.
I don't get it. How come you look nothing like your siblings?
Ugly, ugly, ugly. Hi.
Sometime later, ducklings all grew older. But the ugly duckling was much bigger than the others, even the color of her feathers.
You grew up so fast. How did you turn up to be so different?
Time was passing by and the ugly duckling was growing up to be a different and sad dog. None of her siblings wanted to play with her.
We don't want to play with you because you're ugly.
All the animals on the farm were making fun of her.
Ugly duckling, ugly duckling. Na 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 na. Ugly duckling, ugly duckling.
Mother Duck, on the other hand, was doing her best in protecting her.
My poor duckling, why are you so different than the others?
As the days passed, the poor ugly duckling was feeling horrible. All night long, she would suddenly cry and take pity to herself that no one ever wanted her.
Why am I so ugly? Why I didn't unlike my siblings?
One day, some hunters approached the lake near where they lived. The hunters began to hunt the ducks they had seen. While Mother Duck was looking for food of the ducklings, she was caught by the hunters. The poor duckling, not knowing what had been happening, waited till morning for her mother to return. Poor duckling didn't know what to do. First, she went to the dog and the dog told the duck.
Go away! No one should see me talking to an ugly duck like you.
A while later, she went next to the rooster, but the rooster also made fun of her.
Even I don't want to locate with you.
Ugly Duckling was very sad. left the farm. She swam to the other side of the lake. She asked the same questions to all the animals. She bumped along the way.
Mr. Pig, do you know any ducks that look like me? Mrs. Cat, do you know that any ducks that looks like me? Mr. Rooster, do you know any ducks that looks like me?
She received the same answers from all of them. They had never seen such an ugly duck before. Poor Duckling began her journey and reached another lake. Once she was there, she asked the same question to the geese.
You mustn't stay here like this. There are hunters around. Quickly get away from you. Come on, now go.
The ugly duckling began to move along. Soon after another lake, this time she was all alone. There was no one to be seen.
Well then, if nobody wants me, I would like here forever. Look at me, you may think you see who I really am, but you never know me. Every day is as if I play a part. Now I see if I wear a mask, I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart. You is the girl I see, staring straight back at me. When will my reflection show who I am inside?
The ugly duckling was all alone. One day, he saw a row of white, long-necked birds migrating to the south. He looked at them with admiration.
How beautiful they are! I wish I could be like them.
Winter had come and snow had begun to fall. The ugly duckling fell in love with the sight of his first ever snow. Playing around, she was covered in white snow. Due to the heavy snow, the ugly duckling was finding it hard to find food. So off she went, walking around trying to find the food. She was cold and tired. Meanwhile, there came across a farmer. The farmer felt sorry for her and gave her his jacket.
You poor thing, how cold you are. I will take you home and look after you until you grow.
The farmer did as he said and took good care of her. When spring had arrived, the ugly duckling had grown. So that he had free space to move around, the farmer decided to leave her all alone once again. After some time had passed, the ugly duckling looked at her reflection in the water, and she was amazed at what she saw. At first, she couldn't recognize herself. She thought there was someone behind her. So she flipped her wings and noticed that her reflection was doing the same. She stretched out her neck and her reflection continued to copy her movement. Right then, she knew that this amazing bird was no other than herself.
Oh, that much I changed. I look like the birds in the sky. I must return back home and show myself at once.
And off she went. While she was swimming on the lake, she came across a wedge of swans. Because she was one of them now, they took her along. The ugly duckling was traveling and enjoying along with the swans. A boy in the lake yelled loud at his friends when she saw the swans.
Hey, look at the young swan, all the way back. It must be the most beautiful swan that I've seen.
And yes, from the beginning, she indeed was a swan. She was just an unfortunate egg which was stuck in between with the ducks. But now, she was with his family, and amid with her is a happy life.
Most of the time, if we are facing difficulties in life, we just dwell on the bad things. It's hard for us to cope up, like the ugly duckling. Don't forget that there's always hope. After those trials that we are facing, we will soon seize the beauty and purpose for this. Don't lose hope. There's brighter future waiting ahead of us.
Look at me, you may think you see who I really am, but you never know me. Every day is as if I played a part. Now I see if I ran a mask I can to the world, but I cannot fool my heart. Who is the girl I see staring straight back at me? Well, we might will flash and show who I am inside. I am now in a world where I have to hide my heart and what I believe in, but somehow I will show the world what is inside my heart and the love for who I am. Who is the girl I see staring straight back at me? Why am I reflection someone I don't know? Must I pretend that I'm someone else for all time? Well, will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free to fly, that burns when I need to know the reason. Why must we all conceal what we think, how we feel? Must there be a secret mean of force to hide? I won't pretend that I'm someone else for all time. Where will my reflection show who I am inside? Where will my reflection show who I am inside?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the voices behind the characters of The Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling, Dylan Lee. The Mother Duckling, Misa Lu. And the voices behind the animals, Theo Lee, with special participation of Miss Rexy. Our music director, Sir Alan. And of course, our very own, the voice behind the song Reflection, and our producer, Miss Jelly Almaning. Thank you for watching our live show, everybody. See you next time.